Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel, Toya Maria J. It's your girl Toya, and in this video I just want to encourage you about hair growth, just the mental issues or mental aspect of growing your hair, or just an overall change. Okay, so just stay tuned for that. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is just having patience. I think one of the biggest things that you will learn as a natural or as a person transitioning to natural is that you have to have patience, right? Because hair does not grow overnight, and I know. And to even for me, where my hair is now, I feel like it should have been much further, but it is not. And it's just something that I have to deal with. It's an ongoing process, and it takes a lot of time, right? So just give your hair some time to grow. Any change that you want to make, you have to prepare yourself mentally. And in preparing yourself mentally, you have to know from day one that, hey, I'm going to big chop. My hair is at this point now. And you just have to give yourself time. You just have to give your hair time. You have to give your body time. All right, guys. So just be patient. Trust me, it will work out. The next thing I think we should do is speaking positively about ourselves. I have a lot of people, even for myself, not even people, even for myself. One of the things I always talk about is like, oh my God, my hair not growing, my hair not growing, my hair not growing, right? And I will sing it from now till tomorrow. You're just talking that mentality that your hair is not growing, and then I don't know, it's like you're blindsided to the fact that it really is growing. So just speak positively about your hair. If it is that you feel that your hair is not growing, and then the issue with us naturally is not, our people overall, it's not that our hair is not growing. It's more that we're not retaining the length. So we're always growing our hair. That's number one thing you will always hear. Our hair is growing. You will continuously be hearing that because it is true. That is the reason why you get a relaxer every month, or how often you get it. That's the reason why you have to redo your braids. That's the reason why you have to comb your hair. It's because it is growing. It's just that you're not retaining the length at the end. So just speak positively about yourself. You must be doing something. You may be doing something that your hair doesn't like. I have done so many things wrong in the past, and I probably continue to do things wrong. You know what? Because I keep trying new things. Some things work for me, and as I go on, I want to try new things. So that kind of play a role in stunting me retaining length, right? So it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. Start simple. That's the next thing. Just start simple. One of the things that I will encourage you to do is we as Black women, we have different hair types, right? We have, if you Google or YouTube, you'll see different ear texture, different ear types. Find an influencer that has your kind of hair or that matches your hair, and just maybe pick one or two things from her. And even if you're relaxed or you're trying to transition, if you had a specific shampoo or deep conditioner that worked for you, try using it on your natural hair. It just might work. I use the same one that I used when I was relaxed as well, and that worked. The next thing I would say is that we're worrying too much about what we think people will say or what people will think. This has been such a dream crusher, right? Because we miss out on so many opportunities because we're wondering, hey, I wonder what Uncle Sam would say. I wonder what Mrs. Jane would say about this. And 9 out of 10 times, Miss Jane not even think about it. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were interviewing this older guy. The question to him was, what do you think you'll want to tell? What do you think you'll want to tell your younger selves? And he was like, stop worrying about what people think. And then he continues to say, when you're in your 20s, you think about all that what people say. You try to please people as best as you can. When you're in your 30s, you kind of don't really. When you're in your 40s, you don't really care what people want to say about you. And then when you reach your 60s, you realize that people weren't even thinking about you in the first place, right? So worry less about what people will say, because chances are they don't even care. And then my last thing would be, don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to step out. I know when I was transitioning from relax, you know, I like the little length that I have. I like it that it was straight, that it was easy to comb and whatnot. But then when I was ready to transition, it was quite scary because that would mean now that I have to cut off all my hair. And I will post my video here of that hair video, my natural hair journey. I had to cut my hair really short and I've never had my hair that short. So that would be an entirely new me coming to surface. I didn't know how I would have responded to that, but you know what? I've been there, done that, and moved on. In the future, I may want to cut my hair again, you know. Maybe probably not, but if I feel like I want to, then I wouldn't, because I'm just gonna do whatever makes me happier. I feel like I want to do. If I need a change and I feel like that's one of the changes that I need to make, then I will do it. So don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to see who you are in a different light, or who you are short hair, long hair. You know, there are so many different, I wouldn't say variation of ourselves, but there are so many different levels to us, right? And sometimes when people leave relationships and so on, they feel like they want to cut their hair and give themselves a new look and whatever. It's the same thing. You may not want to leave a relationship. You may just want, you know, just something new. Just try it. It might work, it might not. If it doesn't work, if you cut it and you don't like it, grow it back. Right? It'll take some time, but if you don't like it, grow it back. And who knows, you might cut it short and like it and feel like you want to rock that forever. So guys, just don't be afraid to try. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If there's anything else that you'd like me to talk about, just leave me a comment below and I'll definitely talk about that, of course. All right, keep safe until next time. One love.